Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode in Riverbend Springs. So today we start our day with a beautiful morning. It's sunny, it's nice, it's warm, 16 degrees already, and I have a few things planned. Now we have 35,000 liters in the sawmill and I'm gonna put the remaining 3 logs that stood upright into the sawmill. We are back to 46,000, almost 48,000. There is no news from the playground construction, but Mr. Walter needs 1 pallet of long planks for continuing his shed construction. And I need to take honey to be sold. So I'm gonna take care of these 2 things. And he said that there is a field of sorghum needing harvest, of course with his own equipment. So I'm also gonna take care of that. So that's basically the plan for today. I hope there'll be some time later on to get the wood rests. I'm not exactly sure what they are called, but the things that you put wood in, you know, fork-like things, concrete, that you can stack some logs on. Because the time when my trees down at the forest are gonna be ready to cut down is nigh. So 3 years from planting is gonna be in October. What are we doing? Come on. Did I go too low? Maybe I went under the shed. Yeah, looks like I went under the shed. In any case, the trees are gonna be ready, or 3 years are gonna be passed in October. And 3 years is the deadline for the growth period of lodgepole pines. Which means that we're gonna have the trees ready, and they're probably not gonna be all ready at the same time. Good. Okay. It's nice and level. Yeah, which means that I'll probably be loading them in November. So 2 months from now. And it would be good if I would have some support, some wood rests ready for storing said logs. Mind you, I don't have to cut everything down in one go, and I probably won't, because that's quite a job. I am expecting that's a really difficult or time-consuming job. Not so the cutting, but more so the taking the logs away. And on the other hand, I might have a few of those wood rests dotted around the place. So that means that, yeah, when I fill one up, I'll probably build another. And I also have no clue how much or how many logs does one such support or one such rest take. Okay, enough rambling around. See you down at the restaurant. Look at the golden rays. Okay, I'm out of the mist now, but it was so beautiful, you know, when the mists are lit with sun. I think there's another pass of fog here, but it's not as dense. Yeah, it's a beautiful morning. Summer is still hanging on. Okay. I made the trip down this way so many times when I was delivering materials for the grain mill museum. Still looking strong. Beautiful. Okay, and left for the restaurant. Okay, let's unload the honey. $760 for the honey, which is grand. Our bees are making quite a fortune. I love it. And I can go this way now, over the wooden bridge. And I'll see you at Mr. Walter's. Where do I go? I can take this way in. So, yeah, I wanted to talk about something, but I'll do it on my way out. Because it's important that you see what I mean. What I mean. Right, right. Okay, so this is delivered. I don't exactly know what will be stored in this shed. You can see there are some doors here, but they're very small. So it might be for some small pieces of machines and stuff like. Ooh, look how much honey Mr. Walter has. Anyway, let's go say hi. And let's talk business. As I said, he said that he has a field to harvest. If I'm not mistaken, these two are from the same producer, International. Yeah, old and new. And the new looks to be quite in worse shape than the old. Figures. Hi, Water. Right, so there's a field that's just over there. It has sorghum in it. So I'll prepare one of his tractors. Okay, well, this John Deere is already connected to a trailer, so I guess that's okay. I don't need to prepare anything. And there is a combine that needs to be taken out of the shed. And this is our pile of logs. Not too shabby. Still quite a lot of wood left. Let me see. This is not connected. Yeah, figured. Can I maybe? Shouldn't be too heavy to move. Okay. That should be close enough to hook up. Alright. And a beautiful John Deere. Ain't it nice? Really does look like a tractor. And with the front weight. Actually, it's a rear weight, but looks like a front one. Ooh, it's been some time since I was in a combine like that. Like this. Anyway, the keys are in. Let's start her up. And I should put beacons on. Like this. Slowly get her out. You know what? I set up that trailer so nicely and then I forgot to get up. trailer is following now. It's trailing me. Right, so I wanted to talk about the gates, and now we're going out on the other side that doesn't have a gate. An arch, more or less. Not even a gate. So let's make the corner right here and you'll see what I'm talking about. So this red gate or arch, you know, farmers used to build that on in the entrance to their property because it's a psychological thing. Then when you go through a gateway like that, an arch, you are subconsciously, you know, entering some different area of people's lives, and you behave differently. That's the basic idea behind it. Oh wow, this is steep. Wasn't such a problem for the JCB that I used to haul logs out. This one is this is another story. Okay. And this on the left is the field. Now, I forgot which way the trailer's facing. It's facing this way. I want to set it up in a way so that I can couple to the combine. I also gotta be careful I don't destroy any fields here. Yeah, I should have brought it by another tractor, shouldn't I? It's way too steep to couple it to the combine. Way too steep. I need to get it on flat land as much as I possibly can. Yeah, I really made a mess, didn't I? Now I see it in this mirror. Should see it in this one. Okay, let's see. Well, I'd say that's as perfect as it gets. I'm not doing any better job, so I'll just leave it at this. And I'll connect it to the combine. Again, gotta be careful not to drive into any of those fields. These new combines they basically all have the cameras for reversing, but this one doesn't yet, so it's a bit more tricky. A bit trickier. Okay, so if I remember correctly, I need to unfold the combine like this. It's opening up. Then I need to... Well, I'm gonna turn the beacon off. There is no one that should be here, so I think we're safe. Start her up and wait until every system inside is turning at peak efficiency or at perfect speed. we go. Working. Yes. Something feels odd. Am I harvesting only the tops? I guess I am. Okay. I genuinely thought that I'm gonna harvest only the whole plant, like in soybeans. But it looks like not. We getting anything in? We are. Okay, well. Let's turn automated steering on and let's go. I don't want to go too fast. So the combine has enough time to process everything. Yeah, it looks like quite healthy crop. Perfect. Beautiful. I can see there are some weeds here and there. They'll just have to get sorted out later on. Or possibly left in the sorghum. You know what? I'm not exactly sure what sorghum is used for. I think I'll I'll have to do a time lapse and check in the meantime what this is all about. Okay, and go. Beautiful. Okay, why don't we do a time lapse of this harvest and let's see on the other side. Okay, the harvesting part is almost done and it's getting close to noon. And we can have a close look at the sorghum grains. Interesting. So yeah, I have Googled in the meantime the use and what sorghum actually is. And I have an answer ready for you. I want to do this until the end. So I don't do anything dumb. and wreck the combine. Okay, let's turn her off. And the pipe out. And let's unload. Yeah, I did leave the header trailer kind of awkwardly here. Right, so while this is emptying out, I can read it. So, sorghum is a non-GMO gluten-free ancient grain that is most commonly used as feed for livestock, but is also popular as food grain for people residing in Asia and Africa. Because of its gluten-free properties, sorghum is a welcome whole grain alternative for those who deal with gluten intolerance or celiac disease. Well, now you know. Now you know. So it's popular in Asia and Africa. Huh? Would have thought. Be careful I don't struck the tractor over there. This should be it. Let's fold up the combine and... Yeah, that trailer doesn't look really happy, does it? Right, so let's hook her back up. And beacon's on, and we can go. Again, this obnoxious little incline. Come on, combine, you can do it. Good. Okay, so now I'll use an entrance with a gate or an arch. So we can feel like we're entering someone else's property. I would like to have one of these at my place, but I live in a place where this is not really an option because I have such a difficult access for lorries that bring in wood. So it would be highly unlikely that I would be okay with having an arch like that and getting some trucks through without them taking any damage. Right now, a rear view camera would be good. Let me just see how we are looking. Okay, I need to go a bit more to the left so I don't hit the combine on the shed. You know what, I want to go out rather than doing any damage. Okay, seems like we're clear. It would probably be easier to forward in and reverse out, but kinda like it reversed in. Okay, beacon's off, combine off, and we're done. Look at that. Like a pro. I could still reverse it a little bit more in, but you know what, it's fine. We're covered. Okay, I'm gonna ask Mr. Walter if I need to take the grain somewhere or he'll make sure that it's delivered. And yeah. Okay, fine. Thank you. Bye. Right, well, Mr. Walter said that he is in no need of any further assistance. He just needed a combine driver. So I can safely return back to my place. I think I'm gonna have myself a lunch. Something nice to eat. And I don't know, if everything goes well, I should be able to make another delivery of materials to the playground construction. Otherwise, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll see if I can help anyone else. Or I'll simply take the day off, you know. I've been quite at it lately with all those ravaged trees and whatnot. Spent some money, and now it's time to get the money back. Sure is. Right, so I'm hiding behind the bush here. Nah, I'm just kidding. That would be something, wouldn't it? In any case, yeah, I did get a call from... Just start her up. From the guys that are bringing over the concrete supports for the logs. So I'm gonna make my way... Do you know what? Since I have the quad, let's go the off-road way. How's the sawmill looking? Yeah, it's still quite full. In any case, yeah, I've been informed that they are over there at the forest and they are already building the supports. So let's go check it out. Can I take this road? Yeah, boy. Oh man, I love this quad. It's so useful also, you can haul pallets and stuff like that, so... Love it, love it, love it. And now I'm gonna race through the forest at top speed. Yeah, the trees still have some growing to do. So I'm still gonna have to wait for a few months, I suppose. And because they are planted in straight rows, I can actually speed through the forest. Hoping my tires don't give up. And then I smash into one of the trees and that's game over. Look at this. What kind of a thing. It's a Volvo. You don't see many of these too often here. Wow, beautiful. Look at that. So yeah, these are the concrete supports that you put the logs on and you can grab them from underneath. And they are off the ground so they don't rot. And I have no clue how much or how many logs we're gonna get on this. I'm guessing not too many. And yeah, so on the other hand, I can also build one more setup or order one more setup for here. And I can put a few more over this, over the course of this meadow over here. Beautiful. What a beautiful truck. Like golden yellow. Right, well, let me go speak with the guys and I have to settle the bill. It's not gonna be too much. I think they are priced $2,000 for both. So a set of two is $2,000, including the transport and setting it up in the forest. So be back in a jiffy. Right, paid $2,000 and they are getting ready to leave. So yeah, since this is a prefab, it's not really difficult to put it up. And I'll also be on my way. So I don't really think that I'll be able to get any materials delivered to the playground construction, because they are still going through a few pallets. So yeah, if it's not too late in the evening and I get a call, I'll load up a set of materials and drag them over. If not, we're gonna have to do it next time. And yeah, so if it's not too late, we'll see each other, and if it is too late, I'll see you to send you off. Love this quad. Well, in the end we got the order for the materials. They need 12 more pallets of planks, long planks and wood beams, so all of the above. And yeah, it's 6 p.m, so it's not too late to deliver the materials, but it is getting quite dark since we are at the end of summer. And you know how it is. The days are shorter. Yeah, I think the best way to do it is position the truck as we have done lately. So, in order to not have this episode run for too long, I'll probably skip the loading. Or you know what, you can let me know if you are enjoying the forklift work or not. Is it boring, or is it, you know, yay, cool, I want to see more. Let me know. Let me know. Okay, the thing is, we don't really have enough materials to deliver everything in one go. So I'll do 6 of these. Yeah, excuse me, I had to focus. Come on. Yeah, I'll be loading 6 of these, and I'll put as many short planks as I can on the truck and trailer. And I'll also load as many of the long planks. We have 9 of them. So we have 7 of regular or 7 wood beams available. I'm gonna load 6, which means we're gonna have to deliver 6 more next time we do it. If I load 9 or possibly 10 long planks, if they are produced by then, I only need to get 2 more. And short planks I have plenty, so those can be delivered in whole today. And the missing materials can be delivered in the next episode, in the next month. Yeah, I gotta say, these guys at the construction site are really going at it, aren't they? They're really going at it. I'm gonna put this as far front as I possibly can, so there's enough space for planks in the rear. So hard to see. Yeah, I think this is as far front as I can go. Yeah, I don't think I could go any better, do any better. I think I'll start loading the long planks now. Not optimal. Yeah, this really wasn't a good load. So let's try to do this one better. Why don't we? So the general idea is that the construction won't stop while we are still producing the materials needed. Okay, had to do some wiggling around so I could get them off. Sometimes the pallets get stuck on the pallet forks. I'm not completely sure why this happens or how to avoid it, but it is what it is. And I have to make do even with it. Okay, and now for the regular planks, short ones. The only shame is that we're gonna come in late at night or in dusk, and there will be, I assume there's gonna be poor visibility on the construction site, so we won't be able to see very much of what's going on. In any case, I'll load this up and I will see you down there. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be making another trip today. That's gonna be it. It's getting too dark, you know, and it's not safe to unload stuff in darkness. Yeah, so the construction will be able to continue anyway. Let me just show you or bring up my bank account so you see the difference this delivery makes. Okay, let's take the straps off. I'll probably need to drive forward a little bit. So this was 20,000 for the first load. This was mainly wood beams and long planks. So you can see, even I can't see anything. That should pull forward. So 16,000 for another batch. This was the regular planks and 28,000. So we are now at 705,000. And yeah, it's really difficult to see, but the ship is taking shape. And now even the rear is getting cladded, decked out. Cool. Well, this is gonna be it for this episode. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate you. Come back next time. I'll see you in the next episode. So take care and goodbye.